once again. Hello everybody, welcome back. Just give me a few seconds to do all the little touch-up things that we usually always need to do. Edit the stream info to take out the games and demos bit, because it always loves to change to that. Move that bit later. That's done. Do I... Move into there. When you're ready. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, that all looks like it's running correctly there. It is fantastic. Then, very quickly, move into here to make sure this is all running fine. Yep, that is running good. Fantastic. Okay, that's all been done as it's supposed to have been. Cool. And everything else looks like it's running okay. Awesome. Fantastic. You'd love to see it. Okay, so welcome back. Now I can actually get into the intro part of it, you know, all the fun bits. So, we finished Riptide's Rage yesterday. Awesome, very hype, very, very cool. Now, we get to go into what I call the forgotten stepchild of the three Spyro games. Spyro Year of the Dragon, not forgotten, but it's not loved as much as the others, for good reason, to be fair. Some of the mechanics in this suck in comparison, and obviously it's not as fun in some parts as the other games are, but it's fine. I digress. We're going to have a good time. When we do 100% complete this will be the first time that I've done it as well, which is very exciting. It means that we will have officially 100%ed every single one of the three. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And an evil plot unfolds. Ooh. Oh.
Get her! Stop her!
Well, that's not a good start, is it?
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
And off we go on a new adventure. Here we are. Welcome to Year of the Dragon. I assume we're going to be able to swim straight away. I guess the big question is, can we dive straight away? And we collect eggs now. That's cool. Isabel. We get to see all the baby dragons. How sweet. Still Zoe? It is Zoe.
Look left or right, use the right stick. To quickly center the camera behind you, tap the center camera button. You can also look all...
Yes, camera controls, that's all good. Oh, hello.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Alright, dude. I assume I'll see you later. Hey, well, before we continue too far up this way, there's a lovely little level right here, Sunny Villa. Let's get straight into it. Oh, the tunes. Alright.
Oh my. Oh
Councillor George.
my. Can you help us? Hordes of ferocious rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
So as that was as close as we were going to be getting to like the Italian pinch while he's talking. Oh, you did. You're not even gonna try and fight me?
Just Let me catch my breath, and then I'll kick that other guy's butt.
You take your time, man. I'm sure you got him.
We showed those two boys.
See, you did so well.
If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
I bet.
This Rhinoc is too big to charge. You'll have to flame him using the attack button.
That makes sense. Oh, it's an egg. Vanessa. Had a little bow tie and everything. Just checking how big that hop is there. Not very. What's up here? Oh! We're gonna need to unlock the kangaroo before going to deal with stuff over there. Hello, buddy. What you got next for me, Zoe?
Hi, Spyro. Each time a fairy zaps you, like this,
Yep.
it means your progress has been saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
Makes sense. That's a big chicken. Oh. You're right there, pal.
Thanks for the help. But I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
I'm sure you had it covered, Horace. My bad for intruding.
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I awarded you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
Thanks, Leo. But it's Sanders. And he has the best animation. Okay. He does a little chicken
I'm
dance.
sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Don't call him ugly. Sanders is beautiful in his own special way. Oh boy. By the way, let's just check. I just want to see. Okay, so there's obviously a bunch of stuff we're missing. And we're missing 4 eggs. Wowzers. Well, let's go through here. Hello, Hunter. Hello, the skateboard
Hey,
level.
Spyro.
I found this
We might be here a
gladiator
little
training
while.
arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills? I
Hell
bet you
yeah,
can't
brother.
catch all 15 lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
Catch the lizards.
Having trouble? If you press the jump button at the end of a ring,
Get X. Press X to get more height. Just like that. But to be fair, the skateboarding's not actually that bad. It's always much better than I remember it being. Okay, so they're up there. So there's a jump there and then there's a jump over there. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, ow. Boom. See, we're
that
so
was
good,
great.
Hunter.
While you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Emily.
All right, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be easy though. Go get him, Spyro.
Timed now. Okay. Ow.
Ah. Go get him,
Oh, I'm
Spyro.
not even allowed to fall off. That's rough. Okay, we're cooking though. And now you've appeared. And then there's 2 up there. And 2 back at the beginning here as well. Did I miss the one there? I might have. Yeah, I did. Nice! And we got Daisy.
You can go for the course record now if you want. Whenever you hop on a skateboard...
Okay. So that's all that stuff done. Can now go and collect the gems that are here. Oh, you reckon that they're all there? Hi, Asitor. No, this isn't my first time playing Spyro. It's my first time playing this game in a while. I just finished 100%ing Spyro 1 and 2. Back through we go. Okay. I didn't actually get to play the original trilogy when it first came out. The first Spyro game I ever played was Enter the Dragonfly on PS2. A long, long time ago when I was really little.
Look, a chicken turned up. I hope it's not the only one left.
Oh, when I did actually play it, I loved it. I thought it was great. I don't think I ever finished it or actually got that far through it as a kid. But it was great. I wish I still had it so that I could play through it again, so I could actually kind of remember a bit more of what it was like. Because from what I do remember, it is quite different. What about you? Have you played through like the originals or the new trilogy? The Reignited Trilogy, sorry. You enjoyed it, but you knew it was clown back in the day. Yeah, I think it was a little bit. I didn't think it was as appreciated maybe as it should have been. But that happens with games sometimes. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to be appreciated a little bit more. So do you find that you prefer the originals over the Reignited Trilogy, or the other way around? Okay, everything else is going to be in the Kanga level, so we will exit the level. Move on. That's very fair, picking the original. But that's the reason I always come back to these games, is just the nostalgia factor. There is just something about, even playing the Reignited Trilogy, that playing it just brings out that little kid inside you, and it just makes you enjoy these games so much more. Alright, return of another beloved character, Mr. Moneybags. How's it going, my man?
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too.
I've noticed.
I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. This pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape.
You're absolutely right,
if you were to pay
Icy
me, say,
a
small fee.
I really struggle to play games that spike my blood pressure, but I always just use it to just relax, you know, and just have fun, like you say. Like, if we had more games like this, the world would be a much better place.
Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's making me rich. I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Icy Tour. I have already completed the first and second. I think I did the first
I reckon you'd be one of them
in
dragons
6
then.
hours. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
But I only
Never
completed
thought
the
I'd
second
see
one just yesterday.
You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah. And the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world
My
used to have magic
favourite
coming out
has
of
to be
world
the
too.
second.
Flying
I have
ships,
the
singing
most
forests,
nostalgia with the
wishing
first.
stones,
It's the one I've
you
played the
name it.
most, but
when the dragons left,
I don't know what
it
it
all
is about, just like
dried
the
up.
story,
Is
whatever it
that
is
why some
about
of the
of
portals
Ripto,
don't work?
of Ripto's
Yeah,
Rage, but it
they're
is my
starting to
favourite.
fade out too.
And I
One
think
by
I did.
one.
It is also one that I might
I'm
have
gonna get
played
back home and
like
do some
5 minutes of
damage
as a
control.
kid, so
Come visit
that kind
anytime you like.
of ticks over in my brain as well. But yeah, no, the second game is just incredible. And then I've played this one. I've never 100%ed this one, like I have the other two. And because this one, most of the time I've tried to play it has pissed me off to some extent.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Alright, now we play as Sheila.
While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Okay, so that's kick. You don't have a charge. That's right, and then you get that crazy double jump if you land it correctly.
Follow Bobby and...
There we go.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button.
Yeah, I do know some Crash Bandicoot games. Again, when I was playing them as a kid, it was never the Insane Trilogy that I played first. Well, any of those first few games. It was, I think Crash Tag Team Racing was the first one that I had. And again, great game, loved it. And I've played the Insane Trilogy and the fourth one that they brought out. And they were all pretty good, but I don't know, Spyro just has more of a special place in my heart. I think I prefer that a little bit more to the Crash games, I think.
Ah, home at last. Here, I will save you.
What about yourself? Ruby. What are you guys doing here?
We tried to get past this moose. He knocked Billy clean through a...
Okay. So the moose wasn't very nice to you. That was it. Okay. Spyro's special place in my heart. Wolf was more alive and immersive. That's what you're gonna like. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's one of the big things with this game as well. I just love exploring everywhere.
Takes this egg and smash it on.
And just finding those little extra hidden places that you never would find if it was just a normal game that you're just playing through like any other. The game encourages you to explore those little places. Okay, we can hear bash as well. I always forget hear bash is a thing. Can I get high enough for this one? I can. Any of the characters stick out as favourites to me. For me, it's I don't know if it's a bit of a weird one. I love Moneybags. Just always have. I just find him funny, and that he just hangs around. And I think it comes from Enter the Dragonfly because I feel like he's pretty prevalent in that, and same with Sparks as well.
Those Rhinox have taken over. There'll be no stopping them unless we can smash their huts. They're too big to smash with your kick attack, though. Try using your stomp attack to smash them instead. You'll remember.
Okay, so I've got to use the head bash on the houses. Gotcha. Ow. Kinda should have seen that coming. Oh, didn't quite fire that one off at the right time, did I? Sorry, Sparks, let me help you out here.
Forget how to control a character or
Thanks for the help, Sheila. Oh, you can have this egg I found in my house.
And it's Nan. Okay, so that's all the eggs. And that's a return home. I was going to say, I can't be missing a lot, really, can I? Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that the ad's red. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Moneybags is my favourite, and then probably Sparks as well, just because in Enter the Dragonfly, I guess those were the ones I saw the most consistently outside of Spyro. Yeah, basically Sparks just buzzes the whole time. He doesn't really talk that much, but it's nice to see him have a bit more interaction. Oh, what am I missing in here? Nothing, apparently. It must be from the beginning. Yeah, no, you definitely still remember it. That's what I guess another interesting thing that I find about these games is just the evolution of Sparks as a character as well. Like, he kind of just exists in the first game and in the second game, and he slowly becomes a little bit more interactive. The main villain of this game, I never remember her name. I can never remember her name, but I do know of her. Yeah, obviously. Is it just like the Sorceress or something? I can never remember if she has like a name like Ripto or like or Nasty Nork. That's another level done. Oh yeah, like the main villain of this game is literally like the blue crocodile, right? Like the blue alligator. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah. Yeah, no, it is. Okay, it is the Sorceress, yeah.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This
Between
place
her,
isn't safe
Ripto,
for
and
small
Nasty
dragons
Nork.
and pussycats.
Thanks, but
I mean, again, it comes into two being my favourite game, but I think Ripto's such a good villain. Like, Nasty Nork, I think, is a really good starting point for the trilogy, but you don't actually see him that much, which I don't like, I guess. That you don't get to see him, but you get to interact with Ripto so much, which is so great. Yeah, exactly. He feels just so much more alive and so much more real. Where am I wanting to go? That's right. I was wanting to go back in here to finish off the kangaroo stuff in here. Oh, no, the fight in the remake is not difficult at all. For the first game, it's so underwhelming. I think you literally, like flame him maybe once or maybe twice, and that's it. He doesn't do anything as a boss. Oh, the Ripto fight's so good. Honestly, all of the fights in the Ripto games are so good. Like, Crush is a pretty good, like, opening boss fight. Gulp has the ability to be really difficult if it gets out of hand, and then the Ripto fight having 3 stages is just so nice, and it feels like a proper end boss fight.
Hey, Spyro. There are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of this tower.
Alright, Sheila.
Alas, I have lost my love. She's being guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Okay, nothing else around there. Oh, didn't mean to do that again. There we go. Oh yeah, back over here. Oh, I missed going up there. Whoopsies. There we go. No, we've already been through there. Where am I missing? Oh, literally right in front of me. There we go. All right.
What? Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
Oh. Thanks for the egg anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see one down there. Here we go. Nice. And then I assume there's just going to be the last little bit of stuff up here. Yeah, there we go. Please? Yes, there we go. Alright, we can keep moving through more levels. Can never quite remember immediately how to get up there, so we'll wait for a second there. Does any homeworld stick out to me as my favourite? I actually mean from all three. Sure. That's a tough one. I don't say there's like any that in particular that stick out heaps. Summer Forest from when I very first played Ripto's Rage for like 5 minutes as a kid.
Spyro! I just found one of those portal thingamajigs
But
that leads to a different
otherwise,
world. But you'll have to
I
glide
actually
to get across
don't
to it.
mind.
Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're in the air to glide.
Oh, what's the
Just
one I'm
follow
thinking
me.
of? Sorry, I'm having a bit of a blank. I think it's... Oh, it's the third one in the first game. It's like Magic Crafters, I think. That always stuck out to me as like a cool, like, overworld.
I saw something shiny in that. Oh, I almost forgot.
But yeah, yeah, Magic Crafters has really good music as well. But yeah, like, I think it's always those first homeworlds that stick out so much, and they just design so well. Like, Artisans is designed really well, Summer Forest is really good as well.
This is a Superfly power-up, Spyro. Whenever...
And there's Amy. I did miss something up here anyway. Let's go to Cloud Spires. Definitely a huge improvement in 1 and 2. Yeah, I absolutely agree. You could definitely tell that, like, with after 1 they knew that they had something, and I feel like 2 was like the idea maybe that they, I don't know, I guess that's just like a little bit of like a theory on it, but yeah, 2 is just so well designed game wise. Oh, you're not going to chat to me. Okay. But I also agree with you as well, like they are, 2 and 3 are quite
I
close.
could easily glide across here.
No, you're absolutely right, just completely aired. Just try to go up to her and be nice, just nothing, just completely deadpan. I see how it is. At least that last one was nice and wanted to talk to us, that was good. Whoop.
The metal armor those enemies are wearing protects them.
Gotta charge them. Thanks, Zoe. What games do I mostly play? In my spare time, when I started gaming, always a very big sports guy, so I'd always be like playing FIFA or playing racing games because that's just what I'd be around in real life. Then I started picking up other things. Like I remember, when I was a kid, I'd play Spyro, I'd play Ratchet and Clank. My big one, and some of the games that I'm going to be going into after this is Sonic. Sonic is my big thing in terms of video games. I just love it. Don't know what it is about just going fast with the blue hedgehog, but any Sonic game I love. And then outside of that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is another big thing that I do as well. Particularly, I play Master Duel on stream every week. It's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea, but it's something I play in real life as well. So, have always just been doing that as well. Competitive's probably not the right word for me. I try to be, but I'm not like super like in the know with the metagame or anything. I kind of just find a deck that speaks to me, or that I just like the concept of, and I will just play it constantly until it turns into being horrible. Like I've been on, I don't know if you know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Considering you asked me if I'm competitive, I assume you would be. But I've been on DDD for ages. I'd say that I'm between 1 and 10. I'd say that I'm like a 6. Like I'm slightly above average in terms of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, if it isn't my favorite dragon. The sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I might look the other way if I was distracted. Counting gems.
For a small fee, of course, moneybags.
Oh, yes, precious.
We'll come back to those in a second. And I wish that I could play more Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, like in real life in the TCG. But being from New Zealand and living in Wellington, there's unfortunately not as much of a scene for it as there are in some other places. Oh, that's a charge. What are some important things to consider or do when going against another player? Research, try and counter team, or do you stick with a comfort deck? I think comfort decks, in that sense, are really important. The more comfortable you are with a deck, the more advanced the plays you can make with it, and I find that that's the best way to go about things, is you can develop with that deck that you become comfortable with, and then you can just, like, help to address those difficult situations that you do find yourself in. It's so difficult to try and counter people and try and play anti-meta because it is changing so much all the time, and especially if you're playing on something like Master Duel where it's like best of one and so many different things are viable that you can't plan for everything. Do I prefer Hyperdex or my slow game? I'm all gas. I'm absolutely all gas. If I can, I love a good OTK or just something that can just turn into a crazy board out of nowhere. I do have an appreciation for the slower decks, and I think that they actually take a lot more skill sometimes than those higher paced decks do, just because of knowing when to play your cards is such a difficult skill to master. But yeah, but no, I'm always hyper deck, not even necessarily combo heavy, but most of the time I'd say pretty combo heavy.
Oh, you activated the bellows. Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again.
Maybe. What about you guys? Are you into like Yu-Gi-Oh or any like particular like TCGs or card games or anything? You do like Yu-Gi-Oh, but no, I wouldn't put yourself down like that. Like I said, like, I'd say I'm a 6 and I'd like to think I'm good, but that doesn't mean that I'm that great. I'd say there's a very big skill gap from people that are like at like a 6 or a 7 to people that are an 8 or a 9 in comparison to people that are just starting out. But and it all depends on just the deck as well and how much you play it. I think once you kind of get the hang of things, Yu-Gi-Oh is something that can be that you can grow with very quickly. Because obviously I always remember it from when I was like a little kid like everybody else and just playing on like a playground and just collecting cards when I was in primary school. And I didn't actually get like good at it until post-pandemic, and then even then, like, it took me, once I started to get the hang of the game after like 6 months, that's when I started to get a lot better. Do I have a certain favourite monster? I do actually. In terms of like if we're talking in terms of the show and stuff, Red Eyes Black Dragon's always been one of my favourites. It's one of the first cards I ever have as well. I still have it in my my binder of cards. It's like my most prized possession. It's an awful condition, but Red Eyes is probably my favourite monster. What about you? Do you have a favourite? Yeah, Red Eyes was Joey's card, you're correct, yeah. That's the one. Here we go. Brian. Oh, that's what I love about the about the early anime Icy Tour, is the rules make absolutely no sense. It is the best way to describe it is playground rules. Like, they do just make it up as they go along. It's fantastic. I am missing something there, Sparks, aren't I? Screw those, everybody. Yeah, no, that is. I do remember that from the abridged version. That's such a good line. Alright, we can go back down now, Sparks. Sweet! What am I looking for here? Okay, so we already went up there. We need to get up there now. And how do we do that, team? How are we going to do that, Sparks? Huh? That's what I'm looking for. There are times where you know you're beaten, forfeit, or you do play games until the end. Notice even at the times of peril, there are small chances where it can turn around, so playing it through can be good. You're absolutely right. It really depends, kind of just in the mood you're in. On Master Duel especially, you'll find people forfeit all the time as soon as they can't do their combo, or there's the slightest hint of you not winning the game, they will just go. I usually do stay unless I know that there's absolutely no way that I can come back, which can be a good amount of the time. But I'd never like forfeit or scoop in the TCG, because yeah, there is just always that sliver of a chance that you might come back. Sorry, Isidore, I realise you probably didn't hear a single thing that I just said because of the ads again. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, no, I've had a lot of times where, like, you come back from a loss, or what should be a loss, from just like just the exact right card that pops up. It's always so satisfying when that happens. Oh my god. First death of the run, fantastic. Okay, you did hear me? Cool, that's good. But yeah, no, they are always, those are the best ones. When it feels like you shouldn't be winning at all, and then out of nowhere, you just pull the exact right card. It's amazing. What am I missing, Sparks? Okay, we're missing an egg as well. From somewhere. Oh, there's a gem there. Oh, that takes us back over there. That's not helpful. Do you reckon we're back up there? Okay. So I did miss something then, Sparks, and you just didn't tell me before. How rude. What are you on about, fella? I must be being really blind. Like, he's literally pointing up there. My streaming schedule. So at the moment, I stream Master Duel every Wednesday, and then we're doing the Spyro playthroughs over the weekend, so both Saturday and Sunday. And then once Spyro's done, that'll move on to the next game, which will probably be, I think Sonic Colors is what I'm wanting to do next. We'll exit this level and come back for it later. But yeah, so 3 times a week at the moment. It's just to make sure I don't get too burned out, because I was trying to do 4 days a week. I was doing Monday, Wednesday, and then both weekend days. But I've just found out that I've got like a pretty annoying illness that causes me a lot of fatigue, so 3's a lot more manageable at the moment. And thank you for the follow, Icy Tour, by the way. I really appreciate it. That's so awesome of you. Yeah, so I don't know if those are the same, I guess me just saying like Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays, I don't know if that's the same timing for wherever you're from, but I do have the schedule on my Twitch channel, and it should all be localized to whatever time zone you're in, if you do want to check when I will be streaming, because I always do start around the same time every day. Hope it's not too stressful for you. You're doing good work. A lot of fun. These chill streams are usually the best. Thank you. I do appreciate it. It isn't too stressful for me. I love streaming. I was doing it a bunch like a few years ago, and then I stopped because I had to move, and then I just never really got myself set back up again. And I just find it so relaxing just by doing these chill streams. I just chill out and I just blab. And if people are here that's to talk to, then that's great.
Your game camera is currently in. If you like.
I'm quite happy to keep it in passive mode.
Okay.
Thank you, Zoe. But yeah, like I just chill out. I'll just chat. Nothing too crazy, and yeah, it's a fun time. Liam, do I have regulars lit? Not currently at the moment. Again, just from having just started up again, that's not something that's come up yet. I think I'm only in I want to say I'm in like my 3rd week back. So hopefully we're going to get there eventually. I don't know, if you want to be a regular Icy Tour, you are more than welcome to be, and I'm more than happy to have you around.
My portal is working again. Come visit me at the Tiki Lodge.
At the Tiki Lodge. We might as well visit. Were you surprised over 50 followers? Yeah, it is a really good start. That was all, again, like I was saying, from, a lot of old followers from when I was streaming a few years ago before the move. Yeah, that's right. I did a big thing of, like, a big push for, like, a road to affiliate. I streamed, God, it would almost be pretty nearly every day. It would have been 4 or 5 times a week for, like, 3 months straight to get it done. And then eventually we got it, and annoyingly, as soon as I got it, that's exactly when I stopped, and I had to move. But it's all good. It gives me a nice, good base to start off with. And if people come back, that's great. If they don't, that's fine. And if we get new people along the way, that's even better. What games were they back then? It was kind of the same as what I do now. A lot of variety stuff, so just kind of playing whatever I felt was fun at the time. I remember when I was very first started streaming again, being a sports guy, I was streaming a lot of cricket content, and I got a crazy amount of, like, half of the followers I think I got was from streaming the cricket stuff, which was crazy, but it's just not something I find enjoyable anymore. And I always preferred streaming the more chill games anyway. I think I did Ratchet & Clank back then. What else did I do? I might have done like my first run through of Spyro. I think I would have done Crash back then as well. Like, all the usual kind of stuff that I would be playing. Ricky! Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to add Crash to the list after Sonic. I don't have the Insane Trilogy on me anymore, but obviously I'll get that, and I've still got the fourth game, so that'll be a good few things to get back into, and that's definitely the plan after Sonic. The reason I'm wanting to do Sonic first is because I recently got Sonic Frontiers, which is, I understand, a very old game, but it's one I've been wanting to play for ages that I haven't had the chance to yet. Oh my god, yeah, it's going to be something. I'm sure it will be fun going for those relics, and I remember it's a struggle to get there, but we will get there, and it will be a good time. Oh my god, yeah, Stormy Ascent. I don't even think I ended up getting the platinum on Stormy Ascent last time I went through it. I spent like 2 days trying to do it, and then I was like, I need to move on to something else to calm down.
Here, take this.
But I'm looking forward to actually getting it done. It'll be so rewarding if you can actually do it. That's what I'm saying in my head anyway. You haven't been able to do it either? Yeah, even trying to just complete the level in general, let alone worrying about trying to get it platinum, is a whole mission in itself. It's a crazy level. I don't know how, as kids, we ever thought like, oh hey, this isn't that bad. Or how they thought in a kid's game, like, oh, they'll be able to do this. Get those little baskets up there, and then we'll move on to the next thing as well. Oh, there's even one down there. Oh, Moneybags, hello, I didn't realize you were up here.
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door.
Oh.
Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant. I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for a small finder's fee.
Of course, 300 gems.
Thank you,
bargain.
Spyro. And best of luck catching those dastardly egg thieves.
I'll get up there in a second, Moneybags. Okay, let's see if we can find these egg thieves.
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty-looking character with one over there.
Oh, I can see him too. Well, let's go and get them first, and then we'll... Oh, it's a supercharged thing, that's right. Well, it might be, I can't remember. He is quick, isn't he? I think I'm getting closer. No, we are getting closer. There we go. Moira.
Hey, there goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the
There is a supercharge, I was right. Then yes, please activate the supercharge and we'll grab him. Oh, he is quick. Oh, I just ran past him. Didn't realize that was going to happen. Oh. There we go. Kermit. Awesome. Make sure there's nothing else up here that I missed in terms of gems. I don't think there is. Nope. Fantastic. I reckon we can break that. With a supercharge, maybe? Oh, there's a few things we can break here with a supercharge. Okay, let's give it a crack. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Should have seen that coming. Tried to get a bit too cute with it.
Those guys.
Anyway, let's try this again. That's what I was looking for. That does work. Oh, it's just a life though. Okay. I was right though, which is always nice. Okay, so we're going to go around here. Down here. Beautiful. I think we did pretty well there, Sparks. But now you want to go back, I'm guessing? Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So we cleared out this area. Fantastic. How are we looking? Still 2 more eggs, which I assume we'll get from Mr. Bird. Yeah. So we exit this level as well. Come back to that one later. sure I don't need to break that again. For some reason, I don't. Alright,
I see
Hunter.
an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would...
Okay. Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Oh! Spyro, I've got a special task for Sparks. Meet it back there later. I can do that. It's only 14 dragon eggs. We're nowhere near that at the moment, are we? Oh no, we are. So I'm like, we're nowhere near that. We've got like 22. Seashell Shore. One thing I miss actually from the second game that I've only just noticed is like the little cutscenes you get at the beginning of each level. I do miss those a little bit.
While I was gone, my friends borrowed the Rhinox submarine. Then they took it for a joyride. And then they smashed it into a big pile of rocks. Oddly enough, the Rhinox failed to see the humor in their actions and stuffed my friends in the jail cell behind you.
I honestly don't blame the Rhinox for that. That seems pretty fair. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Oh, okay. We do have to be a bit more careful with them. Sup, Zoe?
Do you want a quick summary of your progress in a world? You can press the guidebook button to open the guidebook page for the world.
Nothing else over here. Let's do some jumping. We'll go back to the water here first, though. I just want to check what's down here. There is an egg. Jason! Oh no, Jason. Oh, you're just going at it straight away. Damn. It's just gonna snipe me like that. Again. Okay. I got the memo. My apologies. There we go. I'm so sorry, Sparks. What do you got for me, Zoe?
You can hover to get more distance when
More hovering stuff. Oh, not quite. I assume that's what you mean to, though. Maybe, maybe not. We'll continue on our way, though. Oh, before we go. I thought he moved up there. It's over there. Okay. Oh, I missed. That's better. Break this first.
My plan worked. That dumb octopus dropped the jail key while he was shaking me. Now I can free my friends.
You go for it, Stanley.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the Rhinox had this egg in his lunchbox.
It's Dizzy. Okay. Let's check this out.
Used to have a dragon egg for you, but instead I used it to test our ultra-high-speed superfluidity tunnel. The good news is that it made it to the end of the tunnel without a scratch. The bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now. The tunnel is chock full of Rhinox and floating mines. The only way to retrieve that egg is to defeat every single Rhinox in the tunnel.
This doesn't sound difficult at all.
egg has surprisingly
Just kidding,
good
it
fluid
really
dynamic
actually isn't
characteristics.
difficult at all. First
Now
try.
on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
To get Duke. Bless you. Okay, so that's done. Go up here. So I assume there's stuff up here. Or is it just back to the start? Just back to the start. That's cool.
I can't wait until the Rhinox build a new submarine.
Jeepers. Ow. I just gotta remember how to get up there. I'm probably making it more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, I was.
Never would have crashed that submarine if Sal hadn't tried a handbrake U-turn during an inverted barrel roll.
Is this all that was up here? Alright, Sparks, we're missing something, aren't we? Besides that. You reckon up there, okay. Oh. You're so right, Sparks.
Ludo the Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear shark submarine. If we win, we'll get the dragon egg he's guarding. If we lose, we'll have to spend a month doing kitchen patrol.
Never doubt Sparks, exactly. He can see more than me, for sure. Yeah, we'll take on Bluto.
Good luck. Just remember, stay away from the sharp end.
X to speed up, circle to fire a missile, pick up crates. Oh. I assume we want to... Oh, is this inverted? Ow. No. These controls are so confusing. They're like inverted, but they're not. Do I know anything about mantises? I wouldn't say like I know that much I know about that praying mantises and stuff or anything, but I don't know too much about them, unfortunately. Sorry, unless you want to inform me, I'd love to know. Oh, is that what it is? I can't turn while I'm boosting. Maybe that's what's happening. Can I hit him though, please? There we go. If a friend who lives in New Zealand always tells you about the invasive mantis species or something. Oh, okay.
I hope this egg was worth
That's interesting. No, I didn't know about that actually. I know that like just praying mantises in general, they're kind of just around a bit, and that we do have a native species. I didn't realise we had an invasive one. That's kind of wild. The Springbrook mantis. Okay, I'll remember that. That's an interesting thing to think of when you think of New Zealand. Oh, the Springbok mantis. Oh, I'm gonna have a little Google of this while we're going as well. So that makes it sound like it's South African then. Yeah, they are South African. Okay, so then they came from over there. Interesting. That's a really cool thing for your friend to know about though. Do they like work with are they like an entomologist? Do they work with insects and stuff? Or is that just a big hobby for them? It appeared in 1978. Interesting. In New Zealand. So it's been around for a while for us. Just a nerd, but a good nerd. No, fair enough. I love always having things to just... It's always fun to just have little things like that to nerd over. That's such a cool thing to know though. Yeah, that's just never something I remember, because I guess that from looking at it, genuinely, like, that's probably the mantis that I've probably seen around the most. So I just never really thought anything of it. He gave me an egg, right? I guess so. He's gone now. I think it's because the species pools are really small in New Zealand, so any extinction's a big deal. That is very true. Everything that lives here doesn't know what a predator is, which I'm sure that you probably know already. So as soon as something like that gets introduced, it doesn't take long for there to be an issue. And the Sheila level is here.
Hi, Spyro. Some of my seal friends are trying to take down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go and lend a foot. I love the smell of singed Rhinoc in the morning.
Okay, so she can swim. And I can't jump correctly, apparently. Would I say New Zealand's a good place to live, or do you feel it lacks certain things you want? If I'm honest, New Zealand's a fantastic place to live. It's, in terms of like lifestyle, I'm so sorry that I'm making this look so difficult, by the way. In terms of like lifestyle, like things you need, you really can't ask for much more from a country. The only drawback of living in New Zealand is it's just so far away from everywhere, right? That's genuinely the only thing. Why can I not do this? But yeah, genuinely everything about New Zealand is outside of just the fact it is at the bottom of the world, away from everywhere else.
Hi, Sheila.
Everything else about it's incredible. It's such an incredible place.
Blow it to smithereens. We just need you to take out all the turrets for us. We're lighting the bomb now, so just make sure to stomp all those turrets before the fuse runs out, okay?
I think you find a lot of the time for what happens for people that live in New Zealand is we just get we take it for granted so much of how amazing this place is. Do we like rely on imports? No, we like make a bunch of our own stuff. Like I'm trying to even think like export wise what we rely on that much. Like there's a lot of forestry, so there's a bunch of like wooden stuff for all of those kind of things when people need it. There's what else? I'm sorry that my brain is just not working right now. There is like obviously a ridiculous amount of dairy, wool. There's so many things that we have that we don't need to export. And even like, yeah, like meat, vegetables, just, we pretty much have everything. We're very, very lucky. I don't even know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm guessing that was not what I was supposed to be doing.
Ow! Not really smart. Ready to try stomping?
No.
No problem.
I'll give it a second. I just want to explore first. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I have to do
try
it.
Stomping the turrets again?
Okay, stomp the turrets.
Yippee!
Got it. We can do it this time. Ow. Ow. I'm really struggling on this apparently. Any New Zealand dishes I'd recommend. That's the funny thing, I guess, is we don't. I say we do have a few things. Hungies are amazing if you ever get the chance to experience one. That's where like you.
Ready to try stomping the
Where
turrets
the
again?
indigenous culture here, the Maori culture, they will like steam their food in the ground for hours on hours, and then dig it up later, and eat it. That's divine. That stuff's incredible. A good like New Zealand pie is always like a very solid recommendation. Pies here are so different, and they taste so good. Otherwise, there's the usual, like, we have, like, really nice chocolate, like, Whittaker's is a great example of that, and just a bunch of, like, candy, like pineapple lumps, all that kind of stuff. What meat's in the pie? We, like, we have, like, there's, like, mince, steak, there's chicken pies, there's We have fish pies as well, but fish pies are a little bit different. We even have like butter chicken ones as well. Like anything that's like kind of, I guess, a bit like a roasty flavor, we will chuck in there. What do I like? I'm a sucker for like a steak and cheese or a mince and cheese pie. It's just amazing comfort food. And that's what I always look for in something that's like really warm like that for like winter time. There we go. Finally did it. Made it look so difficult, but we got there.
Wow, I can't believe I survived that blast. It's a good thing I kept this egg nice and safe in my pocket.
Molly. What about you, though, Icytor? Like, where are you from? Is there any, like, I guess, on the topic of foods and stuff, is there anything specific to where you're from that you would say is really good? If I had to guess where you were from, the immediate guess is like America. I guess just from the usual audience that I would get, and I don't know what the time is over there, but I assume it's somewhat reasonable and that makes sense. So I'd assume they're either like America or maybe Australia is a bit of a rogue shout. Am I anywhere near close?
Our beach is your...
America is correct. I wouldn't say you made it easy with your speaking. I think it's more of a thing of like, that's as someone that streams like in New Zealand or just interacts a lot on social media from New Zealand, America's usually just something we're around a lot. I wouldn't say it's necessarily as easy to guess. That's all the eggs, fantastic. Is this maybe all the gems too? That'd be really nice. It is, let's go. Awesome. Whereabouts in America are you from?
Let's head on over to the balloon.
Well, do we need to do that? I think we don't need to do that just yet. I'm just going for a little bit more of an explore. In the central part, and as far as food, technically it's not proper American food, but it's fusion. Oh, I love Tex-Mex. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas, chips and salsa. You're speaking my language. That stuff's so good. I probably don't make Tex-Mex stuff nearly as good as what you have over there. but I always try to make Tex-Mex stuff whenever I can. It just tastes so nice. Got in here. Mushroom Speedway. Oh, we get our first flying level. Oh boy. I assume it's flying. I can't remember if it's flying on 3 or not. Because I know they have the races. Yes, Sparks talking. It's a Texas, nice. I can imagine it would be super authentic. We'll try race the butterfly. Oh no, we'll go time attack first. Just rings, dandelions, spiders, butterflies. Boom, boom. American standard, like burgers, fried chicken, pizza, steak. I guess that's, yeah, I guess that's stuff you'd find kind of everywhere. It's something we get a little bit, but again, it's definitely not the same. Like, I've seen the portion sizes and the things that you guys have in some of your burgers and stuff that we do not get here. But in terms of like an actual classic hamburger, isn't really something I've ever had. Like, I've always been big into like cheeseburgers and cheeseburger kind of affiliated things. We have a lot here. Anything like super dairy infused or like beef infused especially is really big here, but not necessarily like, I guess, a classic hamburger. I love fried chicken. I'm right there with you, Icy. We have some places here that do some amazing fried chicken. Like a lot of places, especially where I'm from in Wellington, they've started doing a lot more stuff like Korean fried chicken, or looking into like Nashville style fried chicken and stuff, and it's so nice. It's all so good. All the green rings. And we're gonna fly through the stars as well, I remember that. Yeah, speaking like, I'm glad we're both on the same page that just fried chicken is amazing. It's absolutely a guilty pleasure of mine as well. Spicy chicken as well, yeah. Just, oh, there's... As like gross as I love getting like just sweats from just eating the right amount of spicy chicken. It's just so amazing. It's like the best fast food, I would say, that you could eat. Hands down. Oh, we're in second, we're flying. Literally. Can we catch him? We're so close. I think we got it. Let's go. First try on both. Smooth. Looked online, like hot dogs, barbecue, apple pie, mac and cheese, clam chowder. I love me some mac and cheese. I make mac and cheese for myself all the time. That's one of my favourites for sure. Hot dogs, I guess we kind of get them over there, but I'd say like our hot dogs in a sense are a little bit different to yours, or what we classify as hot dogs here. Like I assume you mean like you have the sausage in the bun and then you put all the stuff on it, and those are amazing. But ours is just literally like, I guess, your version of corn dogs, and we just have like a sausage on a stick. Mac and cheese stream when? Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe once I get a proper camera up and running, maybe we do a mac and cheese stream. That sounds pretty banging. And in terms of like, I guess seafood stuff, like you talk about clam chowder, we don't have that as much here, but we do have a lot of seafood here in New Zealand. So we have like, I guess we just have like what's called just a seafood chowder. We chuck in like mussels, you'll find like pawa, all that kind of stuff that's native to here. A sausage, it's deep fried. it's really odd. It tastes good though. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I guess most people would think of when you think of a hot dog. But yeah, it's just a deep fried sausage on a stick. It's usually like, I'd say it's usually beef, not pork, weirdly enough. But yeah, like it could still be pork as well. Welcome to the American Fit. Thank you, I appreciate it. I know that some people might, it's all good. The autocorrect's all good, don't worry. But I understand that some people might take the mick out of American food. It tastes so good though. I don't understand how you can. It's just so yum. What are we missing in this world? 5 gems. What am I missing, Sparks? Often pork, but beef sausage doesn't exist. Okay. I guess that you got... I don't know if you guys just have more access to pork than beef. But we have... we have so many cows here. I mean, like, you always hear about the sheep. Yes, that's a thing. And like we've got a bunch of sheep for like wool, and like we like lamb's really nice. I don't know if you've ever had the chance to have like lamb or anything. That tastes really good. But we have so many damn cows for milk and stuff, and beef obviously, and so beef's something we eat a lot of here.
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
All right, Snappy, let's jump on. Let's go to Midday Gardens. We'll have a few levels to go back to there. It's been a while since you've had lamb. Oh, cutscene. You've had been a while since you had lamb, but actually did years ago. Yeah, it's just super tender. It's super good. I can imagine it's not the easiest thing for you guys to find.
Your Highness, but he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him!
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him!
Okay, let's see what we got.
Yes,
here.
they did add lipstick to her. I always forget it as well. It makes her look so odd.
You there, get me out of here.
It makes her a lot less serious, yeah.
You,
And again, probably a reason why, like, Ripto just seems so clearly the best of the three, as if he wasn't already. He at least looks, I guess, the most villainy, even though he's a short king.
What the devil?
When I heard the sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries, though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
How are you gonna help me, Sheila? Oh, that's right, I have to... I remember now. There we go. Oh yeah, size doesn't matter with Ripto. Like he still kicks butt. He's still great. Like for that reason too, subverts expectations, being small instead of a... Yeah, exactly. Like the others, you're like, oh, of course they're evil, but yeah. Again, I think it adds to just him being more alive and feeling like feeling like he just has a better personality as well. I'm kind of getting my butt kicked here a little bit though, I won't lie. Just have to be patient. Oh, so close, come on. There we go. There we go. GG's. And we got Grayson. Alright, I'm very quickly just refilling my water bottle. I'll be back in 1 second. On this PS1, this fight did scare me as a kid. Honestly, fair enough. I can't imagine the like 12 pixel Toad exactly looked very friendly. Because some of those old models are terrifying. Alright, we're in the new world.
Okay, Dragon, you've managed to survive longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Thanks, Bianca, but I think we'll continue. But it's funny, I remember going back to talking about like how the older models look. I swear from like the old models that Ripto's one, not tiny, and he's just like a little, kind of a bit huge, which is so funny to me. I think I remember he looks like just completely different in that sense as well. Got another egg. It's Dave! Yeah, he is thick. You're right. That's, you know, I was looking for the word that I was supposed to be using on my vocabulary. I see, and that's exactly the perfect way to describe old Ripto. Is that boy is thick.
Hey, Spyro! Zoe told me that if we hit that doodad up there, the portal will open. Why don't you try spitting this rock at it?
Alright.
When you've picked up a rock.
But that's what I was trying to do, Hunter. There we go. Enchanted Towers. Let's jump straight in. Oh, it's this level.
Those crummy Rhinox forced us to build a statue of the sorceress. Then after we built it, she complained it was too ugly. If you ask me, the statue is far prettier than she is.
Whoa! Don't let her hear you say that. Oh, not these things. Oh, I hit him. I'm just gonna have to dodge these guys. I remember they're a pain to get. Oh. This is going to be one of those levels we just kind of just zip through, because I know there's no point in really doing this one until we get Bird. That is a big statue.
Ready to reveal my latest piece of real-time four-dimensional performance art.
Oh, wow.
I call it Hideous Exploding Witch number 9. Now, if you can just light the 3 rockets around here, my masterpiece shall be complete.
I see. It's already way ahead of you, pal.
Oops, I forgot I hid this egg inside the statue. I hope the explosion didn't hard boil it.
It's Peanut. Okay. I just want to quickly double check what's down there. And then we'll be moving onwards. Oh, there is a thing here. Oh, it's another skate park. Nice. I don't actually mind these. These are pretty okay. I'd like to talk to Hunter first, though.
Isn't this the wildest skateboard park you've ever seen? Once you've mastered a few tricks, you could really rack up a huge score in this place. What do you say I show you some moves? Let's
Sure
start with
thing, dude.
something easy. You can jump off the end of ramps by pressing the jump button. I'll show you how to do it once, then it's your turn.
All right. You made it look so easy.
Okay, now try doing a roll. You
A
can
roll,
in
okay.
midair by holding down the action button while steering left or right with the left stick.
Gotcha. I think I can do that. Yeah, I can.
Hey, nice roll. Now let's see you pull a flip. Flips are exactly like rolls, only you push forward or back on the left stick instead of left or right. Just
makes
jump
sense.
off the ramp. Whoa, you must be a natural. Now let's see if you can pull off a half-pipe spin move. The blue ramps are half pipes. You can do a spin move by jumping at the top.
Okay, we've been doing that already. That's pretty easy. Hunter is flexing.
Alright,
He is
you
trying to
nailed it.
flex at least.
Now let's see if you can do a 900.
A
Get as
900.
much height as
Now
you
he's
can.
flexing.
Spin 2.5 revolutions in the air and land back on the ramp.
2.5. Gotcha. I wish I was talented enough to be able to do this stuff in real life. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Bam.
That was a 900. I have to admit, you've got some skills, Spyro.
Thanks, man.
But before you get too cocky, let's see if you can score some real points on the giant ski ramp. Do whatever moves you want and see how many points you can get.
Alright. Let's just score 500. Okay. What are you gonna do? Double front flip. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't mean to, I'll do 4.
Wow, you learn really fast. Well, then again, you are being trained by a master boarder.
True.
Speaking of which, I was just practicing this nearly impossible new move that I call the Nasty Nork. I had
The
just about
Nasty
pulled it
Nork?
off when suddenly I ran smack into this dragon egg and wiped out. Okay, I made that up, but you can still have this egg.
I want to learn a nasty Nork. He needs to show me that. You can't just leave that open-ended. That's so sick.
I think you're ready to try some one-off. All right, whoever scores the most points.
He
in
is
the time
gatekeeping
limit
it.
wins.
He knows we'd be better at it. Oh, Hunter, you gotta keep up, man. You gotta bust out the nasty Nork, dude. Oh no, we wiped. And again. Listen, we're letting him catch up. We're letting him catch up. The poor guy's having a rough day. Nothing for the front flip? I'm not gonna lie, I think we're pretty safe though. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Hunter. I'm just gonna collect some gems while we count down, let you catch up. Hunter's never gonna flex again, poor guy.
I can't believe it! How did you get so good already? Who knows? Maybe someday you'll even break my course record. Nah. Anyway, I guess I should give you this other egg I found.
You do give me another egg, okay.
For a pet, but I can't get it to hatch.
Alex! Oh boy.
You can go for the course record now if you want. Whenever you hop on...
I'll let you keep your course record, Hunter. You need to have something. You don't have much. Go. I ended up getting that thing, I remember. Let's go up through here. What else am I missing? Sparks? Oh yeah! Great spotting. Oh, I'm stuck now. Oh boy. Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. Up there. How are we going to get up there, Sparks? Like that, that's how we're gonna do it. There we go. I reckon that should be everything. You reckon there's stuff up there too? Oh, there is stuff up there, you're right. Again, I should never doubt you, Sparks. What am I saying? Oh, how did I not hit it? That's some BS. There we go. I think we look pretty good. Yeah. Sparks agrees. Alright, now that that's done, we can go and exit the level. Continue on our merry way. Okay. I'm almost certain we cleared everything out in there. It's a bit snowy in there. Let's go have a little peep. Another egg. Mingus, what a name that is. Alright. Anyway, Icy Peak, that's our next stop. Good Icy. Oh, we summoned we summoned you back. Yep, Icy Peak for this level. That means you know everything about this, right? Oh, I forgot this dude just swings around. Get out of here.
I was supposed to meet Doug to go ice fishing today, but Rhinox have blocked the path with ice, so I can't get through. I've been trying to clear the way with this cannon, but it doesn't even shoot straight. I haven't been able to hit a dang thing all morning.
You have an Icy Peak username somewhere? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Fair enough. I don't blame you. It's the same like with mine. Like I was always obsessed with like dinosaurs as a kid, so putting just Saurus on the end of everything just makes sense in my brain, right? Oh, didn't think about that, did I? Not based off Spinosaurus. It was the Saurus at the end wasn't based off any particular dinosaur. It was just my love of dinosaurs in general that brought it on. What was it? Basically, right up until I was about to go to uni and I found out how long it was going to take me, I was genuinely like moving towards doing a career in like paleontology and stuff, which would have been so cool. If I was to pick a favorite dinosaur, one that always kind of sticks out to me. I'm trying to remember, because there's a couple. I always loved Ankylosaurus, which is just the one with basically just the big mace on its back. I always loved that one. What else? Allosaurus, which is like, I guess, like the Jurassic version of the T-Rex, I always really liked as well. There's even one that I remember, I guess it's technically called a dinosaur, it's called Deinosuchus, which is very cool. It's just a gigantic crocodile that lived like 70 million years ago, I want to say, and it would eat dinosaurs. It would just, like a crocodile would, like now with like antelope and stuff, it would just wait by the shore for a dinosaur to eat, and it would just take him down. Yeah, the little walking tanks. Yeah, they are solitary herbivores, but they could fuck you up pretty bad. No, you're right on the money there. I see. You're absolutely right with what those are. They are literally the tanks with like maces on the back. They literally, because it's just solid bone that stuff is made out of. Like it would just break ankles so easily. Which is probably part of the reason why it was called Ankylosaurus in like some weird way. Oh no, please. Please leave me alone. Sparks, I'm so sorry. You're getting absolutely demolished. So a video realized the preserved in permafrost. That's sick. Yeah, I remember one of the shows that got me into like a bunch of dinosaur stuff as a kid was this show called Prehistoric Park that was on, it's like a mini mockumentary. It's definitely not a documentary. That came out in like 2006. It's so good. They like CGI'd all these dinosaurs in, and they basically made it like a real life Jurassic Park where this guy would like travel back in time to collect the dinosaurs. It was so cool. If you ever get the time and just like randomly find it on like YouTube or anything, I would highly recommend watching it. It's such a good show. There's probably a way to deal with those guys that I am very slow at figuring out. Prehistoric Park's what it's called, yeah. It's very, very cool. What will help is like I guess like the star, or like the main guy in the cast, his name's Nigel Martin. He's like an actual like wildlife researcher. And he's amazing in it. He's so good. It's such a cool series. If you're interested in like any kind of like dinosaur stuff, and yeah, it's just very cool. I just watch it on repeat over and over and over again as a kid. So I think I got the box set of it one time. What made me quit it, if I'm honest, it was more the time to get the degree and the lack of places that I could do it. So the only place I could go to do it was Dunedin in New Zealand, which is right at down at the bottom of the South Island. To put into context, I'm from Rotorua, which is on the, I guess, a little bit higher up in the North Island. And so it required, you needed to do, to actually get like a job with it in New Zealand, because I was very lucky, and my uncle lived next door to a guy that literally worked as a paleontologist for the Auckland Museum. And like you had to do geology, you had to do archaeology, you had to do anthropology, all bachelor's and masters, and then you could do like a PhD in paleontology. I'm probably missing some stuff out as well. But basically, like, I did all the math on it. It was going to take 13 years. So you'd have to, obviously it's something you have to be super committed to do. But also I would prefer to be out of, I prefer to be out of uni before the time I get to 33. Was my thinking anyway. And genuinely the only thing that stopped me. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I would have done as well. I would have started straight out of high school. But yeah, even then, starting straight out of high school, I would have been 31 when I graduated. Which, yeah, I was just like, that's a little bit too long. And especially the amount of money that costs. Yeah, exactly. Like if it was like 6 years or something and you needed just your masters, any of that kind of stuff, I could rationalize that for sure, and I would do it immediately without hesitation. But double the time plus an extra year is a little bit too much. It is really hard. I think it's because you need to get those bachelors and those masters in just so many different things, and then you can actually do the actual degree you want. And then even then there's very few job opportunities in New Zealand for that stuff, because well, I say unfortunately, for most of that time New Zealand was underwater, and so we don't actually have a lot of fossils that originate in here, or originate from here. Like we get a bunch from like late Cretaceous, so like 80 to 70 million years ago, but not much else after that. Sup, Doug?
I put up ice blocks this morning so Bob wouldn't beat me to the ice fishing hole. If you want to try out the hole, you can borrow this fishing lure I've been using.
Perhaps one day could be a volunteer for something in the field without needing the formal education. I would love to do something like that. That'd be so cool. Even then, I think going into that, it kind of helps if you can get like a bit of an archaeology background, but that's easy enough to get with volunteering stuff, like you say. And it would be something awesome to do a bit later on in life. But I got lots of money that I'd have to make before that becomes an option. Oh, that was not the right way to go. Most discoveries are from amateurs and only a small percentage from actual professionals. You're absolutely right. Like, it's such... Well, especially a little while ago, before we dug up a bunch of stuff. It happened all the time in, like, the late 20s, late 30s. Like, people would just find stuff in their backyards or, like, on their farms. All the time. And it's... I wish that would be the kind of thing that could happen here as well. It'd be so cool, but it's just not. It's not very feasible. But no, you're absolutely right. It doesn't take a degree to be able to find a fossil.
Step right up, Spyro. Behind this door is the single greatest show on Earth. That's right, ice dancing.
Oh wow!
Season tickets are available, but you'll have to act fast.
How much are the tickets? 500 gems!
I always knew you were a cultured sort of dragon. Well, step right in. The show's about to start.
Tonight is my big ice dance performance, and these hockey players are ruining it.
Hypothetically, if you found a fossil in your own backyard, is there monetary value to it?
Oh, I sure wish I had a partner.
It kind of depends, I think, on obviously like the condition of the fossil, the size of it, and what it is. Because if it's just like a chunk of something, because like I've got a bunch of fossils and stuff. I've got like this big, very heavy container full of stuff like that. But a lot of stuff like museums won't really take into account unless it's maybe like a new discovery or something that they're looking to research into. Then they can buy it off you, but it's not necessarily something that can make you a lot of money.
Will you please help me perform my ice dance? These mean Rhinoc hockey players keep hogging the ice, and all I want to do is dance. Thanks.
Defeat the evil hockey players. That doesn't mean they're evil just because they're hockey players. Maybe because they're Rhinocs, but... For the sake of discussion, okay, I'm with you. What if you found a mostly intact skeleton of, say, like an Ankylosaurus? Oh, that'd be worth... I'd assume that'd be worth, like, millions. Absolutely, that would be ridiculously valuable. You'd have kind of the places... You'd have places like the Natural History Museum or, like, the British Museum at that point, wherever you are. Or even, like, international places calling you up to have it on display, for sure, or to have it to do research with and obviously make a cast of it for display. But yeah, if you got super lucky and you found a mostly intact skeleton of any kind of dinosaur, but especially like a famous one, that'd be mega money.
Maybe you can be my ice dancing partner in the next Olympics.
Maybe, Nancy.
I have to hurry in myself. I'm one of the judges for tonight's performance.
Nice. Would fossils found on your property legally belong to the property owner? I know mineral rights typically don't belong to the homeowner anymore, so I don't know how it works for fossils. I mean, yeah, I guess it probably gets a bit murky. It would probably be a thing of like, if it's found on the property, especially once you're talking something of that kind of magnitude, it would probably be the homeowner's, it'd be the homeowner's property at that point since it was found on their land. I think you're correct there, and I think it would be the same here in New Zealand as well. We'll get down there soon. We're gonna have to go back around. Something you found fascinating is how certain parts of the world are under water millions of years ago, so you technically find aquatic fossils on land. Yeah, that's what a lot of our fossils are, especially once you, like, if you manage to find really old ones or any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'd have a lot of those because we were underwater for so long. Before the dinosaurs, then we were above water, as part of like Gondwana, and then we went underwater again until like, it was almost like 10,000 years ago, I think. And then the continent started to resurface again that's underneath us. Reese! Gotta do the same thing for down here. What am I missing though? Can I just head bash it? Maybe. Oh, there might actually be a tunnel down there that I'm missing. There is. Okay, before we continue too much further, I've got 85 gems to find and 2 eggs. Damn, I'm missing a lot. Alright, Sparks. Point me in the right direction. I gotta shoot that bird first, actually. Sniped. There we go. Yeah, I know there's nothing over there, but I think you reckon there's something over there. Oh! I see, Sparks. That's my bad, buddy. I'll shoot this vulture down first before we go too far. I already got him. There we go. This looks like another track. Okay, that's one of them. That's Betty. How are we going to get that guy? I wonder. Oh, he's just going to hop down by himself. That helps. Oh yeah, no, I definitely went the wrong way. Oh my god, I ran past him. Again. Do you know anything about Forusa kids? What are their common name? Terrorbirds? I do remember a little bit about terrorbirds. Again, that was one of the things that was mentioned in Prehistoric Park. I remember it was in like one of the first episodes of that. They're crazy. I thought they were so cool. How they were depicted in the show was terrifying, which is very suitable for the name. But they were very cool from what I remember. And Scout. Oh, Scout knows how to moonwalk, flexing on us. Wow. Okay, that's all the eggs. Okay, Sparks, I'm listening. That instance because Tom was speaking at nature's second attempt at T-Rex. It is so true. Much of the behaviour is probably similar to them. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if you're super accurate there at all. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it's like the missing link, I guess. It's like the further you go down, that's like the next link from like T-Rex, terrorbirds, maybe something else in between, and that's when you start to get to like chickens. You can see you can see how the evolution worked from there. This stuff get hit. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, it's not that difficult to see that how they are so similar. Exactly, we do eat T-Rexes. That makes us just like the best of the best dinosaurs. Well, obviously. Not really, but... Okay. Might need a bit of a run up for this one, kind of. Here we go. And then I still need the run up again. That is a crazy way to think about it though. That's one of those like, I guess little like brain explosion moments being like, oh my god, we eat T-Rex. That's that level complete. Sick! We're cooking. Oh. The sheer size and power of dinosaurs, mind-boggling. Even the most iconic ones think of come legend and Cretaceous, but to think how powerful a T-Rex was, why has nature never made such a ferocious beast again on land? It's crazy, they're so huge. It's more just like, it's the actual like environmental conditions. The atmosphere was so rich in... It was I think it was carbon dioxide or oxygen. It's one of the two. I can't remember. It was so rich in the amount that was in the atmosphere that it meant things just grew massive. It's the same for like a period. a little bit before the dinosaurs, which I love, called the Carboniferous period. And that's where you find, like, gigantic, like, centipedes and insects and dragonflies and stuff, and they're just huge. And yeah, it's all because of just, like, the amount of, like, just how different the atmosphere was.
Thanks.
No problem. It's a good thing for you Hunter was around.
I can look after myself.
Oh, sure you can.
Would you like me to show you?
Out of magic, huh? How about I give you a jump start?
I'll deal with you later.
Hey, why'd you have to scare her off?
Yeah, literal, like, man-sized dragonflies, which all they did was just got smaller, like, or some pretty close to dino size, like centipedes, millipedes and stuff. It's crazy what happened. Yeah, but that's the main reason why we don't get anything that big anymore, is just because of the environment that we now live in. Oh, hello. Trixie! Yeah, we're not breaking that at the moment, are we? Alright, Moneybags, let's have a chat. Gotta free my man.
Ah, my good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory, but I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines.
Only 700, that's pretty good.
Ha ha! What a sucker! That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done. And, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Thanks, man. Sergeant Bird.
Sergeant Bird, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those?
Oh, they speak like the behavior of like a threatened ankylosaurus. I know, I think we kind of know it was very, they're super aggressive, even not necessarily when they were threatened. Like they just swing their tail that kind of came anywhere near their comfort zone. They were super, super aggressive in terms of defending themselves.
The rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little piece of
the armor was just kind of like a fail-safe for if, if their tail would miss.
I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Alright, Mr. Bird. Mr. Sergeant Bird, sir. How flexible is the tail? It's quite flexible. Obviously, like the big mace at the end isn't, but I know, like, it was probably, like, flexible enough that, like, it could swing it around to, like, be, like, beside its face, almost. Because it was that long as well that if it swung it all the way around, it would be at, like, its face level. So it had quite a lot of flexibility.
They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
Pew pew. Okay. Interesting.
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday, at 1845 hours, the Rhinox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir. But without your leadership, we couldn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours...
Do I think a human could outrun an ankylosaurus? No. I reckon you find they're very, like, hippo-esque. Of, like, they look slow, but as soon as they just get going, like, they're just... like, that quick. I feel like that's probably, like, the best comparison that we have to kind of what they would be like in that sense. As... they'd probably be slow starters, but they'd be so quick once they get going.
Thank you, sir.
Free the other hummingbird soldiers. Easy, right?
One carefully placed rocket blast should take this door down, sir.
Like that. Oh yeah, no, I love it though. I can very easily say I've never had a stream that's turned into paleontology chat, but I love it. It's so great. I'm not mad about it. Ow.
Sir, I've captured
That's
the
what I'm
enemy
looking
rations.
for.
They won't march far on empty stomachs.
Siegfried.
Sir, the Rhinox have blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door, and I don't think you'll be able to blast your way through this one. I recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches on either side of the door. When in position, press the charge button to drop the weight. Press the action button once to look down, and press it again to look up, sir.
We got some other things we need to drop this on first. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, that doesn't work how I want it to. That's okay. I'm trying to remember if there's anything through here that I needed it for. I don't think so. The only thing about sauropods, I remember finding interesting how the adults were separated from the juveniles. Basically, the juveniles had to survive on their own until they got big enough, which seems counterproductive considering that it'd be much safer around the adults. I don't know too much about them, like, specifically, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's really odd how you'd find a lot of dinosaurs like that, I guess. Funnily enough, the ones that I always found were actually like the most protective of their young is like the big predators. Like when, like, speaking of like T-Rexes and stuff, they're super protective of their young. Well, I say super protective, but like they'd leave them like they'd leave them in nests, but whenever they're hanging around them, they'd always be super protective. This makes sense because they're bigger brains, a lot of herbivores are sadly not too bright. You're very right. There's also I know like other like male T-Rexes, like or female T-Rexes, if they found young that weren't theirs, they were very violent with them as well. Whereas obviously, like, I guess herbivores wouldn't necessarily have that much risk from other herbivores in the same sense that other T-Rexes would find T-Rex young and take them out. What am I supposed to hit him? I am supposed to hit him.
The Rhinox had blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door.
Like modern day with
And I don't
lions,
think you'll
yeah,
be able
that's
to
probably
blast
the
your
best way to
through this
describe
one.
it.
I recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches on either side of the door.
The switches, okay, that makes sense, yeah. But yeah, just like how modern day lions do the same thing. Exactly like that. Oh.
Keep fighting a good fight, sir.
Starts on feathers. Starts a lot of them had downy-like feathers. I've seen a lot of that too, and it wouldn't surprise me. It obviously makes it a lot easier to see the evolution from birds to them. But we already know that a lot of dinosaurs did have feathers, like when you're talking like Archaeopteryx and some of those other smaller dinosaurs that we know already had them, and you've got things like pterosaurs and stuff that we think now actually had feathers in the first place as well. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if some of those other bigger ones had them too.
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
Ryan Lee. Velociraptor? Yeah, I could easily see a Velociraptor having like little feathers or something. 100%. Like with the evidence that we now have, it's not the hardest thing in the world to believe or think about. If any with a thermal regulation, I reckon. I think you'd find in, I guess, like a Velociraptor case, because I think where they've talked about the feathers potentially being located is on like the arms. I think you'd find that's used in more of like a mating situation and for show. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I see that colourful display in like a particular case for like Velociraptors seems like the most likely thing. In terms of whether that's the case for all of them, though, I'm not too sure. Ow. Oh yeah, and there will be things that we never know about them as well. Unfortunately, there's only so much you can find out about things that don't exist anymore. Oh, ow. Okay. Oh, there is something in there. Okay. There we go. Is there any personal dinosaur mysteries you'd like to solve by time traveling? Anything off the top of my head? Or...
orders, sir?
That's a great question. I mean, we kind of know that the the massive meteorite's probably what killed them off. I'd love to see that like confirmed, I guess, as one of like, or obviously like the big things. I think one of the more interesting ones is to see like how some of those other periods ended and why, like the Triassic and the Jurassic. Like we know a good chunk about them, and obviously we always hear about the Cretaceous, and but yeah, I think that that kind of stuff would be a lot more interesting to find out, because I don't think it's not as well known, at least.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I do need to go and grab more rockets. Silly, silly me. I know there's a way to open the glass as well, but I can't remember how. It isn't that. Oh. That was nearly bad. Oh, there we go. That's how we get to that final one.
Before I was captured, I recovered this egg from the enemy, sir.
It's Roy.
I'm ready to be debriefed, sir.
So that is 100% complete. Awesome. We can use Mr. Bird here to go back to one of the levels, or we might just end up doing no, we'll go back to I can't even remember what it's called already. I'll remember. The one that's over here. Enchanted Towers, that's it. We'll go back and complete this. So no, Mr. Bird's going to be super helpful. Ow. Already a fantastic start. I gotta remember where he is lurking around. I don't think it's here. No, that's the skate park. That'll come in handy soon, I assume. Gladys. Why can I not remember where he is? Because he is around. This is going to drive me nuts a little bit, I can feel it. Can I reach over there? I might be able to. I can. Maybe he's over here somewhere. Oh, who are you?
I was playing catch with my pet wolf, Farley, but I accidentally threw his ball down this hole, and he went in after it.
Oh boy.
Now he's stuck down there, and I feel so helpless, sitting up here, listening to his steadily softening whimpers. Don't cry, Wolf. Never cry, Wolf.
I'll rescue him. I'm sure he's fine. There you go, just stand there. Don't get hit, please. Oh, they're scared of him. That makes sense. You're not. Consensus is that they're mostly warm-blooded, being reptiles. I don't actually know if there were any warm-blooded ones. And again, leans more towards why feathers would make sense as well for if they did need them for the regulation of temperature. How do I fix this for you? Oh, that'll do it. Oh, I see. I did this a bit wrong, didn't I, buddy? There we go. There we go.
You found Farley. How can I ever thank you? I mean, I could give you this old egg, but Farley's been chewing on it and it's kind of slimy. Oh well, it's the thought that counts, right?
Lise. Okay, let's go find Sergeant Bird. There he is.
I'm ready to patrol the towers and the perimeter of the islands whenever you want me to.
Yes, sir.
Good to be back in action.
You're doing
Hello,
great.
Hooker.
Please find the rest of the bones so we can put my friend back together.
Where did he go? There he is. Mr. Bird, please hit the thing. Hit the thing, please. Okay, I guess you can't hit those. That's good to know. to what we hit down there. Sure, I'll find it anyway. I thought the sheep was an egg for a second. It most definitely isn't. Seven bones. Okay, well I know about that. Where's this extra thing that I'm missing? Is it in there? Did I go in there? Let's have a little peek. I think I did. I did. I know we went in there. Did we go up there? Maybe? Oh, that falls down. Okay. Oh, I heard him. There we go.
Here, have this. I was going to keep it as a souvenir, but I don't have room in my luggage.
Fair enough. We'll take Ralph instead.
My friend is...
He's gonna have a boogie. He doesn't look like he should be that flexible. Not gonna lie. Okay, that's all the eggs.
I'm ready to patrol the tower. I'll be here.
Then I just need Spyro for this last bit, I'm pretty sure. Booyah. That's that level done. Okay. I think... I'll just wait for the air brake to finish. Yeah, okay, cool. I think, guys, that this is a pretty good place to end the stream. We've had a pretty good stream. Icy, thank you so much for coming in and just chatting away with me happily. It's made it a very enjoyable stream. One of the best ones I've had since, well, the best one I've had since I've come back easily. Yeah, thank you so much for chatting and just having dinosaur chats for like 3 hours. That was awesome. Please feel free to come back anytime. Next time I'll be streaming, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, will be this coming Wednesday for weekly Master Duel stuff. And then we will be back with Spyro 3 over the weekend. But yeah, thank you everybody that has tuned in. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this back, you're more than welcome to watch this on YouTube or Twitch. Feel free to drop a follow or whatever you feel like. But yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hope you will have a lovely rest of your Sunday, or rest of your weekend, and get some nice rest for the start of your week. And I will see you next time.